Hello everyone, this is Marco and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to modify another Mattel toy, and in this case my victim is the ALBERTOSAURUS. As you can see, the tail's really short, so I wanted to make the tail longer, and also I wanted to have a poseable jaw instead of having that action feature, so I'll be modifying the whole thing and hopefully it'll come out well. So this ALBERTOSAURUS works like this. You press the button on the tail and it closes the jaw. It's a really cool action feature and I love it, but on this one in particular I would like a poseable jaw. Also, here's an edit of the tail being a bit longer and it looks much better. It doesn't look silly anymore and it doesn't look like it's going to topple over on the front. I decided to do something a bit different. Instead of sculpting it out of Milliput, I decided to actually sculpt it digitally and make a mold and then cast it in rubber. So I hope you enjoy the process of me sculpting, and I'll catch you later on in the video. I'll actually explain some of how the printing works and all of that. I won't go fully into detail, but it's just an idea of how everything works. So yeah, I'll see you later. Okay, so now the sculpt is pretty much done. I'm pretty happy with it, so I decided to go and print it. I exported the file as an STL file and prepared it all with supports and all of that, and then I put it onto my Elegoo Mars 2 resin printer. The program I used to convert the file is Chitubox. What it does, it slices the 3D model into thousands of layers. Each layer is a single picture, which will be projected from the LCD screen, which blasts UV light right underneath the transparent base of the resin tank. The resin is a photopolymeric resin, which means it hardens up when exposed to UV light. That metallic build plate keeps going up and down, allowing each layer to be built up upon the previous layer, and then it ends up with a completed model. It all takes quite a while. This 3D print took roughly over 12 hours to print. I cleaned the model with isopropanol alcohol, or IPA, to get rid of any excess uncured resin, and then I exposed it to a UV light to get rid of any stickiness and to consolidate the model completely. And then I primed it, stuck it onto a piece of cardboard, got another piece of card and put it around the tail, and then I poured platinum cure silicone inside of it. The toothpicks you can see there are literally just some bleeder holes for the air to escape from. When everything cured, I mixed some polyurethane compatible pigments and color matched the green color of the Albertosaurus's body and mixed in the pigment with the rubber mix. I then cast it out of polyurethane rubber, which is the same material I use for my rubber saws. So, the tail is now done. Next, I opened up the toy by prying it open with a knife and some pliers and remove any kind of mechanism that I don't need. So all that beige colored plastic inside is going away. I then glued in the tail. It's so satisfying because it just fit in perfectly. Oh, by the way, the glue I used is obviously super glue. I love that stuff. It's perfect for any model maker. As you can see, the jaw articulation is controlled by that little peg that inserts into the jaw bits. That whole beige part is connected to a spring that keeps the mouth open. So if I remove that little peg, then the jaw will just move freely. I really carefully added some super glue in the articulation to make it a bit stiffer and more poseable. Then I wanted the neck to actually move freely and to be posed, so I came up with this aluminium wire mechanism that allows me to do so. I put everything back together again and glued it shut with super glue, and now it's ready to paint. I masked up all the limbs so I wouldn't get them dirty with paint, and I sprayed the underbelly color right up to the base of the tail. It makes a huge difference, and the belly just makes sense for it to be a different color anyway, rather than the base green. So here it is. The legs are now individually articulated. Previously, if you moved one leg, it would move with the other one, which limited posability and articulation considerably. By removing all of that beige stuff inside, it made it all individually posable. The tail is rubbery, the head is posable, And the jaw moves as well. It can be posed just like the battle damage version. Now, I've always been quite jealous of people that have got the battle damage ALBERTOSAURUS because that wasn't sold in the UK at all. And the only way you can get it is, you know, by spending tons and tons of money on eBay and whatever. So this is my own way of getting a properly posable ALBERTOSAURUS, and obviously wanted it to have a longer tail. So here we go, and I'm pretty happy with it actually. It's just some minor tweaks that makes the figure, in my opinion, feel a lot nicer and a bit less gimmicky too. It's just a personal preference. The original figure was perfectly fine. That action feature's awesome. It was just the tail that was a bit too short. And while I decided to work on the tail, I thought why not make the figure posable too. So here we go. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you liked it and subscribe if you want more videos like this. Hey, sick merch is available on Redbubble. We have t-shirts, mugs, water bottles, and other cool stuff. But that's not all. On my Etsy store, you can find my rubber saws as well as signed prints. So, what are you waiting for? Just go and click the links in the description. I would like to give a massive thank you to all of my Patreons. Seriously guys, your support really does mean the world to me, as it helps me do what I love for you. You help me buy materials, and most of all, you give me a helping hand with improving the quality of the content of my videos. Even if it's just a small donation, every little helps. If you like my videos, please press the like button. And you could consider subscribing. It's free. Oh, and don't forget to press the notification bell button, because you don't want to miss any of my new stuff, right? I'm gonna say bye now, because when you gotta go, you gotta go. I will see you in the next one.